Hi, Audie here from Ratliff Mandolins, and you are watching the 104th episode of the Ratliff Mandolins weekly production diary, and I am getting ready to test some colors for mandolin number 3 in our batch. And mandolin number 3 is going to have a cream top and a cream peghead face. And if you were watching last week's episode, I went to town and I bought 2 different colors of cream. One of them was listed as ivory and the other one is vintage lace. And we're going to shoot these 2 colors on this board. This board is just a blank spruce top that's still in the wedge, and I'm going to shoot one color, the ivory here, and the vintage lace here, and then we're going to shoot our lacquer overcoat coats and just kind of finish this board in 2 separate colors, and we'll see which one we like best and which procedure works best, and we're just going to make our mind up which of these cans to paint mandolin number 3. And mandolin number 3 is not going to be cream all over. I might mention it's going to also just be either a sunburst or a solid color on the back, sides, and neck. Only the peghead face and the face of the mandolin itself, the spruce top, is going to get this color treatment. So this is our test out. Let's do it. Now the first thing I'm going to do is write ivory across the bottom of the board here. This side will be ivory, this side will be that vintage lace, and we'll just cover that with a piece of tape. Peel the tape off once we get the job done. I have already shaken this can up. I'm just going to lay that right there so we don't get any overspray on the lace side. And, ooh, okay. That looks nice. Now we're going to let that dry. Come back and shoot the lace on the other side. The ivory side is dried, and now it's time to paint the lace side. Now I've painted more down here in an effort to get just a solid coat of paint, and then I've left enough here to sort of see the wood grain poking through, and so when we shoot our clear lacquer, then we'll have a both sides, sort of a thin coat and a thick coat as well, to judge and see which looks the best. But I can tell you right now that the ivory side is more of a white, and the lace side actually is more of a cream. So we'll see what it looks like when it dries. I am now going to tell you a story that doesn't reflect very well on me. I'm trying to put strings on this green mandolin. This green mandolin needs gold hardware. So I fit the bridge gold thumb wheels on it. First thing I do, it's got gold Evo frets. I put a nut in it, And then I put gold ferrules in the peg head. And I reach for the tuners on the wall, and there are no gold tuners. So I start looking for the gold tuners. I can't find any. I have 2 boxes here of tuners, 12 tuners to a box, so there's 24 tuners right there. There's at least that many on the wall and in this shelf right here, so there's probably 50 or 55 sets of tuners here. Absolutely none of them are gold plated. I have no gold. I'm the absent-minded professor. No idea, but somehow or another I used up all the gold tuners and did not reorder them. Ordered plenty of nickel stuff, no gold. So I am stuck. By the way, I have gold tail pieces. I have the traditional kind of tail pieces, and this one's going to take a gold James tail piece. So I have all that stuff. I just don't have any tuners. I have called a place and left a message to call me back. Please, I need to order some tuners. So hopefully they'll get back in touch with me later today and I can fix my issue. But for the moment, I'm going to put the tailpiece on, and that's about all I can do to this mandolin, because I've already put, like I said, the ferrules and the bone nut and the fit the bridge and all like that. I'm going to put the tailpiece on, put it in the case, and await those tuners. That's about all I can do for the moment. Okay, so we'll come in here and work on mandolin number 3, which is almost ready to put the finish on. And we have our test board here with the lace and ivory, 2 different color paints, because we're going to make the face and the peghead face of this mandolin a cream color with the sunburst for the rest of it. And I need to make a choice between lace and ivory. And after looking at them both, they're both nice and they would both work just wonderfully. But I think I'm going to go with the ivory paint for the peghead face and the top of mandolin number 3. And I don't really know right now. I have to sit down and give it some thought. Do I want to do the sunburst on the back and then the ivory on the top, or do whichever one I want to do first or second? But it is time to do that. The mandolin has been wetted down and the grain has been raised. So all I really need to do is just clean it up, make sure all is well with it, and tape up the fretboard, and we are ready to start the finish work on mandolin number 3. This is number 3. I taped up the top and the peghead face, and I've shot a very subtle sunburst on it, and we are going to let the stain dry and shoot a pretty good tack coat on it to hold that stain. And then we'll go back and untape this stuff, tape the sunburst up, and shoot the ivory paint here. So I may not be able to do that until tomorrow. Mandolin number 3 now has all of the color on it. It's got a nice, gentle, calm sunburst on it, and the top has its cream colored paint applied, and the peg head as well. Just a tad on the tacky side, so I'm going to leave that be and just let it dry until tomorrow before I go back and clean up the binding and clear off the inlay and all like that, and shoot clear coats over top of it. But we've made great strides in it today. Let me give you a real quick midweek progress report. As you've seen, Mandolin number 3 now has all its stain and paint and everything, and it is now dry enough for me to feel comfortable handling it. So I need to clean the binding off and the inlay and everything and start the clear coat on this thing, which I will do today. I have already found and ordered the gold keys for the green mandolin. It's in there simply awaiting the gold keys right now, and hopefully they've already been shipped, so hopefully they'll be here by tomorrow or the next day, and I can get that mandolin strung up and playable before the weekend. And if not, well, I'll just have to do it first thing next week when those keys do eventually arrive. So that's where we're at pretty much midweek. I'm going to spend the rest of my day here scratching this thing, putting clear coats on it, and then after that's done, I will start on all of these mandolins here, and I'm going to, while I'm still working on this one, I'm going to see how many of these I can get fretted and jump ahead in that one last job before they get finished on them themselves. That's my day. We're going to be anyway. Okay then, we have all of the bindings scraped on mandolin number 3, and the 4th and final build coat has been sprayed on it. So it's time to hang it in there and let it dry for a day or two, and then next time I get to work on it, we'll be able to sand it smooth and get another coat of finish on it. Let me set this gun and stuff down, and I will tell you that just a few minutes ago, the UPS fella delivered the gold keys for the green mandolin. So I'm going to put this thing down and go back in the back room and start back on that, finish up putting the keys and stuff on, and hopefully by the time we get this video edited and everything, I'll have some footage of a final completed green mandolin. This should go pretty easy. Here are the new keys, and as you already know, most of the work has already been done. The tailpiece has been put on, the ferrules, the nuts done. Really the only things left is the keys themselves and strings. So let's do that. It is Friday afternoon and the work week is rapidly coming to a close. Let me give you a brief recap of the things that we did accomplish this week. Number one, we got finish and color and everything on mandolin number 3. Really pretty. And it's still in the middle of the finishing process because it needs to be sanded and reshot and sanded and reshot. But we got that far along. I got strings on mandolin number 1 in the batch, the green one. But I didn't finish the thing. I have one minor detail to take care of, and that's the truss rod cover. My customer wants to have his initials in the truss rod cover, and I usually have that done at a trophy shop. They take 2 pieces of plastic, white and black, and laminate them together, and have a little etching machine that eats through the black into the white, and then just imagine you can see the white through the black. Imagine that's somebody's name. That's how that works. And I don't have the facilities to do that, so that's why I go to a trophy shop to have it done. Well, I had a doctor's appointment earlier today, and so I thought, well, I'll just wait till Friday and pick that name up, or the initial piece of the plastic. I picked that up when I go to the doctor on Friday, but they didn't have it done, and I can't pick it up till Tuesday or Wednesday. So right now I'm kind of stuck on this mandolin here. It's all completely together with the exception of the truss rod cover. So although I'm pretty sure my customer's going to see this video before Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't deliver it really because I don't have everything done, but should have it done by then. It's just a simple matter of putting it, attaching it, screwing it on once I get it back. So that's where we're at there. I hope you come back each and every week from here on out to share a little bit of time together here on the Ratliff Mandolins Weekly Production Diary. And we'll look for you next week. Please come back. Leave us a like and comment and all that kind of stuff. I always appreciate that. And we'll see you next week.